Brilliant. Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing? This is very different again. We're just on a random Tuesday afternoon, but I'll take my glasses off so that you don't just see me reflected at me. But yeah, no, I need to do a lot of prep work for next stream, which is working on like subplots and stuff. So I need to get like the plot done. So I kind of just thought, oh, I'll do it live so people can just chat, ask questions, chill. Hello, Laura, Cheesy, and Emery, and Memes. How are you all doing? Yeah, no, this is a different time. I guess like different people will be able to catch up, and like there's not going to be very much of a kind of lesson format to this. It's going to be very chill, just literally watching me in live time, doing all this. And if you have any questions, yeah, just hit me up. I'm happy to answer anything. I'll kind of just talk through what I'm thinking as I go along, because I guess that's what I was kind of doing last session and it worked. So, yeah, just see how that goes. I also have the snooker on because it's the World Championships. And so, like, if you see me just, like, looking in a random different direction, I'm waiting for the O'Sullivan game. So, anyway. Oh, hello, Daniel. Yeah, no, I just thought, might as well do this live, because otherwise I'd be doing this exact same thing, only talking to myself. So this way I've got like my own face straight in front of me. I can talk to my face, and then I've got like, your little chat there, and yeah, this kind of all works out a bit. So yeah, where we left off last time, we kind of got the first 3 chapters brainstormed. And as you can see, I kind of need to do a lot more of that. So I thought I'm going to take this and then go on and just see how things go. Yeah, we're co-working. We're, you guys write, I'll write, let me know what you're doing. Like if you're writing anything, share your stories, like, let's share the love. But yeah, so I thought, I'll do some, do the chapters. And I thought, I had this like shower thought of like, well, if AI knows like the genre and it knows the chapters so far, would it be able to like predict based on stereotypes what might happen next, is kind of my thought. So I thought we could give it a go, make a prompt, see how that plays out. So I've got a snippet called chapter summaries, and that will be I'll keep adding the new summaries to it. See, we could do this with just the context of the novel, but because I've got like other stuff in here, like I've got all the kind of potential things that the AI was generating, I don't want to like mess it up with thoughts of that. So yeah. General purpose. Clone. And then I'm going to get rid of some models. Okay, so I could do like some kind of genre thing. To try and make it a generic prompt. Dystopian science fiction apocalypse, post-apocalyptic. Okay, so using and then to bring up a thing, you do that. Codex get, and then it would be story genre. So then that would bring up the genre. What temperature do we have right now? 18 degrees, which is like, it's been really lovely. I've had 2 loads of laundry out. The windows are open, you know. This is like the first day of spring. 29 is a bit extreme. That is like my highest level of want. Like I think like anything below 24 and I'm happy. So yeah, but no, lovely day. I've had to close the blind to stop the blinding sun, but if I move, you can see how bright the window behind me is. Okay, so using the story, so using the genre as a baseline for your predictions and other predictions, and then I'm going to call the snippet snippets dot get quotation marks chapter summaries as the story so far. Predict the give me 10 or provide brainstorm 10 predictions for the next chapter. These chapters can involve these ideas but must follow logically from the chapter summaries so far. These ideas can involve new characters or incidents, but must follow logically from the chapter summaries so far. And so like with this, you wouldn't need this get snippets if you just had like your beginning of the story. If this is only, you just like put it in the context. This is only because I've got other chapters that I don't want it to know about. If the events are foreshadowed, then even better. Okay, let's see how that goes. Using the tropes of the genre as a guide. Yeah, it's 18 degrees. That is like the hottest we had before was 14, and that was like yesterday. So 18 is really lovely. Cheesy says it went from crazy storms yesterday to midsummer weather today. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't storming yesterday, but it was definitely like miserable. And then yeah, beautiful today. I mean, to be honest, if I don't see rain again for like another 2 days, I will be happy. I am fed up with the rain, and I used to live on the west coast, so I experienced a lot of rain. Okay, predicting the next chapter. And then I'm going to go predicting the next chapter. I'll go for Opus because Opus is like usually the bomb. So for Daniel, the prompt customization is, so like there's a bit of a list on the documentation, but really once this is loaded up, I'll show you. Yeah, I'll put the entire prompt in the document. H3 oh no, I'll put that here, and I will change that to a H2 toggle. So everything else is the same as the general purpose, except that like little extra bit, so I'll just plop that in. I will put if you have only a few chapters / don't have stuff in the future, you can just use the Codex, the novel outline feature instead. Instead of popping it in the snippet. There you go. Okay, let's go back to chat. Yeah, so if you look on, so if I go back onto the thing, you can see, oh, hello space. If you do an open squiggly bracket, you basically get all of these, like all of the different aliases, and if you hover over them, or if you, I think you have to, okay, so you have to do the arrows, you can't hover over them. Is that a bug? But yeah, if you hover over it, you can see what the thing does. So like lists all Codex entries, regardless of whether or not they're mentioned, and you can just like use them as a guidance for kind of everything. So yeah, there's many of them. So yeah, we go to chat. So I kind of have the idea that I've got for chapter 4 before I even read any of this is that Delilah, when she leaves Nicodemus's workshop, is going to be some kind of like altercation with the rebels is what I kind of imagined, and her sister gets arrested. So yeah, that's my thought. Laura asks if the notion I write down my working steps in is shared space. Yeah, if you go to the pinned comment, there is a link to the Notion document. It's shared in the sense of a static page is shared, so you can keep refreshing and see all the new stuff I add. But I make those kind of like reference sheets as I go, because I think like, especially when you're like looking back on the live replays, it's really helpful to be able to see everything, and like it annoys me so much when like there's a prompt and you have to then spend ages writing it out, and it's like, it's very easy for me to just share a link, like Notion is free. So yeah, if there's any more information within it you want, like hit me up. Okay, here are 10 predictions. Hearing a heated discussion. She encounters Perrin. So that was something I was considering at some point. Maybe not in the immediate next chapter. Secret passage. Argument between the sisters. I think that would happen later. I think I kind of imagine that once Delilah's helped get Kira out. Okay, major incident such as a terrorist attack or a large-scale power failure occurs, causing widespread panic and chaos. The event is a turning point in the story, forcing Delilah to question her loyalties. Learn more about the dogs. Nicodemus has a hidden agenda. Caesar meeting with Perrin, a new character is introduced. Delilah finds herself in a dangerous situation. Okay, well, I like the idea actually, because I thought originally, okay, so I need your thoughts. How benign do we want the rebel activity to be? Do we want this to be like a super benign protest that happens and it's kind of like there is too much of a response, and so therefore it's kind of like everyone's like, you know, Delilah kind of feels very sorry? Or do we want it to be a more major thing, so it means that Delilah kind of questions which side she believes in? Because like I'm not necessarily gonna, because like Delilah will join the rebellion later, but how grey do we want the morality to be, I guess, is the question. Because I hadn't thought about, because I originally had thought of it being really benign, but I kind of like envisioning Yeah, I could do, to be fair. If the rebels turn... If idea 5 occurs, how major should the incident be? This is early in the story. Would it make sense for the rebels to be this vicious, or should this pros and cons and how it would impact on the story? Once I finish this chat, I'll stick it all in to actually that'll be this one. I have a custom brainstorming prompt for chat that always creates 5 distinct ideas plus one that mashes them all together with a little AI evaluating itself before doing so. Oh, do you? Ooh. I might nick that, or like, you know, see if I can incorporate that into the prompt. Okay. So the severity, so minor incident allows a gradual build up, gives Delilah more time to grapple with glaring doubts. It's a warning sign, although it may not create enough urgency or convey the severity. I don't think any of those cons are really turning me off, but let's see. Yeah, I think minor incident that is something that yeah. Okay. Yeah, if you go on the Discord, one sec. Let me load it up. You can go on the Discord and there is under the AI category there is prompt share, where people share their prompts. We're gonna have like a proper space at some point, but for now there is the Discord. Okay. So Delilah leaves the workshop to go to the Archonical Cathedral when she hears a scuffle outside the Hydro Gardens. There appears to be a protest of some sort, and Delilah recognizes some of the people as some of the voices as those she heard from heard in the speakeasy. The scuffle turns violent as who is the guy that is the not Thaddeus, that's Gaius. Gaius and his as Gaius and his thugs arrest members. There is chaos as people run. Delilah notices, or Delilah realizes that her sister is amongst those being arrested. She goes to try and help Kira, However, a hand on her shoulder stops her. It is Nicodemus. He pulls her away despite her protesting and tells her to go to the cathedral and to ensure people see her as an alibi. When Delilah questions why, Nicodemus states that she may be considered guilty by association if others high up don't vouch for her good behavior. Delilah, terrified, does as she's told, but wants to find a way to save her sister. Okay, so Delilah, Kira, Gaius, Nicodemus, and then we'll probably have some of the Oren might be there. Oren. I think the rebels should all be a colour as well, maybe. What colours have I not used? Brown, purple, orange, blue, green. Grey? Orange, yellow, green, blue, red, purple, brown, pink. Yeah, grey. Grey is what I've got left. Great. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is add that into my chapter series. I will paste in file, copy, markdown. Okay. Is there anything within the scene that I need to brainstorm for? No, I don't think so. Okay. I'm going to edit the prompt a bit, I think. What was it? After you have done this, evaluate the ideas and combine aspects from the three that will bring the most tension and keep the main character from her goal. Oh, Space has made it copyable. Cool. The more I write, the more is going to be quoted in the prompting, the input to... So how much do you put for words before? Because I usually only have like a little bit. So like my input tokens will be like, I don't know, in like the 3,000 to 4,000 tokens. Although I write fairly short chapters. Okay. Okay, I feel like... Oh my god. I was about to say I feel like this is a really shit version, and that's because I've not changed the prompt. Wow. So that's entirely my fault. Let's just delete that. Let's go predicting the next chapter. Yeah, no, I didn't include the context, didn't include the right prompt, I didn't include the right model. Like, I need to have like a big button to be like, are you sure you've changed your prompt, Katie? Please predict what happens in chapter 5. Okay, interesting. It's kind of made this more beats. But let's see. Yada yada. Okay, I like the idea of her hearing whispers of the rebel arrest, learning information. Okay, Delilah learns the rebels being held in prison. Okay, that's giving me some ideas actually. 2, 4, and 10. Okay, 5 and 10. Prison and... Okay, so the ideas that I like from this that kind of got me thinking. Are her hearing something about her sister. I like the idea of this, although I'd edit it a bit. I like the idea of Perrin some kind of conversation with Perrin. I don't know if it'd be this chapter or... maybe the next chapter. Maybe she... Okay, maybe she like... Yes, I like that. Okay. And then I like that if she's working with Zora again. Okay. Just add a new chapter. So for Alrider, if you go on the general purpose prompt and if you clone it, you can change the context of the words before, so you could lower that if you didn't want as many words to be included. You can also have context of the story so far. You can change that to try and lower your word count. And also if you're in the write interface, you can go on your prompt and preview final prompt, and you can see how many words are in each section. Like obviously there's nothing yet in the story so far, but yeah, you can kind of see those things. Yeah, prompt customization is something that like kind of we all pick up as time goes on. Like there is still so much that I'm like trying new and stuff, and like I think it's often really easy to kind of stay with the stuff you know. Delilah hurries into the Archon. I wonder about predicting a future chapter as opposed to creating a scenario profile and then asking about the situations that can arise from it. I will try that next. For the next chapter, we will try that. Consequences, yeah, kind of like a more consequence-focused prompting. Okay. Delilah hurries into the Archon Cathedral and arrives just in time. Zora is there and complains about Isla's tardiness. It is clear the woman is in a bad mood. They discover a few issues. So this is something I'll need to brainstorm and split up to tackle them. While in the ducts, Delilah overhears a conversation between the Archon and another leader regarding and Gaius, the Archon and Gaius, regarding the captured rebels. They between the Archon regarding the captured rebels, Delilah's fears for her sister Kira grow. Once she notices that the Archon puts the missive on his desk and wonders if it contains bail papers. She once the two men have left, she opens the duct and sneaks into the chambers, searching the desk for anything useful. she doesn't find any information on Kira. However, she does find a message from what seems to be another city. She wasn't aware that anyone outside of Nova Bezos existed. The door opens. Oh, the Arconical. Can't even name my own places right. Okay, so then there is Delilah, Zora, Archon, and Gaius. Okay, so I'm going to brainstorm for this chapter. I need to know what this incident is. General purpose. Let's try sonnet. In chapter 5, Delilah, and I'll give it the entire novel outline here. Investigate. There is a mechanical issue that Delilah investigates inside the air duct at the Arconical Cathedral. What might these issues be? What issue would cause her to separate from Zora to deal with it? Although, to be fair, if you've got to go into the ducts, Zora might be a bit too old. So that could just be the reason. So let's have a think. Yes, they've said that. If the cathedral has... Oh, it's just the wind. Okay, so if the cathedral has hydroponic issues with the heating or cooling or atmosphere. Yeah, I like the idea of it being like some kind of air circulation failure. Okay, so I'm going to open the chats. Plan in that. They discover that the issue is related to the air ducts. They discover that the circulation failures are due to a blockage or malfunction in the air ducts, which impacts the temperature regulation of the cathedral. As the younger, more agile team member. Delilah has to go into the ducts to repair the issue. Okay, I like that. That feels good. Okay, let me go on to chat and what's that? Give you all this information. Conversation with AI, issues with the pipes. And then that's just the general purpose prompt. Okay, so we're going to try now different. We're going to go a bit different. Although to use the chapter summaries, we'll have to... Okay, let's go edit prompts. I suppose I've got the original version of this on there, so I don't need to save it. So who was saying it was predict, ask what situations or events, 10 consequences of the actions in the latest chapter and how they will carry on into the next chapter. Then create 3 scenario profiles for how the next chapter may go and potential consequences / situations that may arise from this. What was I saying? Like, yeah, please. Okay, let's see how chapter 6 goes. Okay, and this is also a lot faster because like I did 3 chapters in 2 hours on Saturday because I was teaching, but then I'm on my 3rd and it's been less than an hour, so. Okay, but I mean, this was actually what I had planned, like, in my head. So, interesting that it comes up. But yeah, a combination of those. So I'm just gonna pin this, put some of the things that I like and want to have happen. I mean, that probably would happen anyway, yeah. So things that may happen because of it. Okay. Let me just... Okay, and then I'll give you the prompt. Was it a call out or something else? Let me see. Prompt. Code. Okay, there you go. Plain text. If you want to get the code or the thing, you can do that there. Okay, so I've got a few ideas. Plan. We know it's in the Arcanical Cathedral. We know that the characters are going to involve Delilah, Perrin, one of the dogs, that is terrified when a huge dog comes at her. She freezes in fear, only for the dog to begin licking her. The door shuts and she looks up, sees Perrin standing just inside the room. He questions why she is there. Perrin questions what Delilah is doing. She tries... Oh, see you, Daniel. This will all be on the YouTube channel, so you can just like pop back after if you want. But yeah, nice to have you. Yeah, Paul, if you've got a prompt, I would love it. You can just like stick it, either you can stick it in the Discord or you can put it on here. And I'd love to try it out on the stream. Perrin questions what Delilah is doing. She tries to cover her, but it is bad. Perrin seems amused more than anything, and escorts her out of the chambers through a back door. Delilah thanks Perrin, but before she can go, he holds her back. Asks if she wants to know asks what she was really doing. Delilah confesses about her fears regarding Kira. Perrin offers to pay the bail. Delilah asks what he wants in return. He says he wants to find some documentation in the he wants to find either a documentation or like some kind of relic or something. I'm gonna put that something in brackets. From the burning library, and he needs someone technologically minded through Delilah is reluctant. Perrin gives her his card, tells her to think about it, and saunters off with the dog. Delilah realizes she still has the piece of paper she took from the desk. Continues reading it. Oh, no worry, Paul. I mean, if you have Discord, you could always message me there, or you can send it on customer support and I'll get it there. If you go on customer support and just like paste it in, I can access that. I think something relating to her parents and their disappearance needs to go here. Okay. So what I need to ask the AI about, I want to know what Perrin let's go for full novel outline. General purpose sonnet. In chapter 6, Perrin asks Delilah to collect something from the burning library to benefit him. Please brainstorm 10 items and how they might impact upon the story. And I've got the full novel context for this. Okay. Ancient data core. Nah. Energy cells, eh. Okay, I like the idea of like maps. Maps could be interesting, especially if kind of like the idea that more cities exist isn't part of this. Okay, I could work with that. Um um hmm. Pre-catalysm currency wouldn't be money. No, I think I'm liking the idea of maps. I hadn't thought of that. Because like technology is there, but it's not that good. Okay, I like the idea of star charts or maps. How can we expand upon this idea? We also need to think of things like Perrin might justify needing these maps, but also why he actually wants them. Okay. This is getting there. This is getting there. I'm liking this. Okay. Bezos attempt to contact with others. True really was them. Try to consulting his own power and influence apart from Nova Bezos. Okay, yeah, I like the idea of Perrin maybe like wanting to start like maybe like try and like excavate stuff. Okay. Okay, I like that. Copy, markdown. Okay. So I'm thinking that the next chapter, like my thoughts are gonna be like this feels like very much like a she needs like a chapter to reflect. Um yeah, some kind of chapter to reflect where she has something that catalyzes her decision to actually go through with this. Like it's kind of this is the chapter 6 is like the refusal of the call to action, and then chapter 7 is her actually taking the call. So I'm thinking something like Delilah arrives home to oh, what if it's been ransacked? What if the house is like yeah. Okay. Ransacked, including both her and Kira's personal effects, well as some of the possessions of their parents. Delilah frantically searches, but discovers that her mother's journal has been taken. One of the last items they had hidden when the initial okay, what happens? Something else needs to happen to make it worse. How do I make this worse? Well, they're not really going to have rent because everything's just government owned. She heads back out, unwilling to be a part of this, unwilling to see the mess when she is confronted by two of Gaius's thugs. They want to know what her sister was doing the night before. The questioning gets a little physical when the men are scared off by a hooded figure. I know. I wonder what's the gladiator called. Who they identify as Creel. Creel takes unwilling to see the mess and not feeling safe with the door busted. When she exits, Creel takes keeps Delilah company while she packs her bags, telling her it is better to find somewhere safe to stay. Delilah recognizes his voice as one of those from the tavern. She asks if he can help free her sister, but Creel mentions the financial cost and how they need to keep their hands clean. She'll get out soon enough. This isn't good enough for Delilah, who decides that she needs to speak with Perrin. And get whatever it is he wants. Okay, I like that. Delilah, Ramus Creel, dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wait first. I mean, that was a little bit different because I didn't do much AI conversing, but how can I speed this up? I mean, I suppose I don't need to speed it up, but I'm getting decent chapters. I'm getting a decent idea of the progression of the story. Just need to think. Okay, Brainstorm. First of all, let me change it to predicting the next chapter, opus. Chapter 8. The vague idea is that Delilah meets Perrin to go into the burning library that night. Ugh. How many chapters do I want to have in total? I don't know. Like 30 seems to be always what I go for, like, in stories. Like, I don't know, that just feels like the number I get around, like, between 30 and 35. Depends how long they end up being. Because I kind of imagine this as being, like, or, like, how I kind of envision the story is, like, there is this, she gets the stuff, joins in with the rebellion. Then there's, like, so, like, that's the end of Act 1. And then there's, like, the next series of actions that continue, and like she gets more and more involved, and then there's like working up to some kind of big plan, which then goes horrifically wrong and is when her sister gets killed. And then there's some kind of like final, like, either break in and fix something or break something, or some kind of like final showdown where it kind of ends with like a kind of cliffhangery. There's going to be like open war between the two sides, but nothing kind of like, that's kind of like my idea of the 3 arcs. I guess it would, yeah, this is chapter 8. The robbery might happen in 1 or 2 chapters. I'm kind of almost imagining this being Hero's Journey. To be fair, yeah, I could try and like actually put this in. Or at least it feels like it's being a bit Hero's Journey at the moment. Yeah, because we've got the call to adventure and the refusal of the call we've just had. And then, like, meeting with the mentor we've kind of got with Perrin. And then crossing into the first threshold, the library. Yeah. Yeah, so I kind of think I'm at the crossing the threshold during this actual thing. So okay, so to be fair, yeah, I kind of like, I didn't intend this to be Hero's Journey, but it kind of just feels that way, like if the setup and like the story, and like I'm getting that vibe. Okay, Stealth and Secrets. Delilah and Perrin successfully. Okay, it's not going to be scenario 2. That doesn't fit in with how early in the story it is. Okay, I like that. Ancient technology and alliances. A little bit of that. I mean, to be honest, those two scenarios kind of fit together. So let's go with, okay. and someone else who has been breaking into the vault. Who is our hacker? I'm sure we had a hacker somewhere. Drusilla. Delilah. Okay, we're gonna have to rename Drusilla because we have. I was gonna name Axilla, but then that's too similar to Kira. Delilah Drew. Delilah Drew. I'll just name her Drew for now. I think that might be fine still. Okay, another remnants. Where they find the remnants of that store the maps. Who would the other one? And Harkin. With Drew and her companion, Harkin. Actually, there's not really anything else in right. The chapter. Let me just copy that. Replace this. What might the consequences of Alright, let's look at the consequences. Triggering the alarm, security. Okay, cool. It kind of works. Okay, let's get this chapter 8. The burning cathedral. The burning library. Delilah, Perrin. Maybe Drew and Harkin. Surprised that so quickly. But goes with the punches. But goes. They go to the library. Perrin talks them through the official entrance. leading Delilah to where she his security clearance stops. She does something. What does she do? She notices a weakness, a mechanical weakness in the old security technology and removes the panel. They continue down into what looks like old tunnels until they find the vault that Perrin was looking for. Delilah gets distracted looking at the screens or the papers, finding a document in her mother's handwriting, which then ties in with the previous chapter where the journal was finding alongside the journal, realizes it's a cipher. That's good. Yes, I like that. Okay, that could work. Realizes it's a cipher. Realizes it's a cipher. Perrin gets his maps. But then they hear... okay. Okay, I need your opinion, guys. Do I have, like, a... Now I'm like, do the rebels, like, blow their way up into the vault? And, like, they've gone through the tunnels and they're taking the physical way into the vault. Yeah, nope. Then they hear an explosion. The far wall caves in and they see two other figures standing there. Maybe. Yeah. I like that, I think. Yeah. I think I like that. Okay, that's 5 chapters, hour and a half. Okay, I'm gonna go and make myself a quick drink. I will be back in like, I don't know, 2 minutes. And then I will continue. I think I have some ideas still. So yeah, I'll keep going. But yeah, gonna get a drink and snacks. Cold drink, hot drink? Not sure. I'll let you know, I guess. And some crisps. Corey, I thought you couldn't make it. And Space, both of you said that you wouldn't be here. Okay. Woo! Woot woot, you're back from your meeting. Sorry if you can hear the crunching of crisps. Okay. Okay. Do I? Huh. Space, get some lunch. Like, what? It's like 4:30 for you, dude. Like, get some food in you. If anyone's interested in the snooker update, Ronnie O'Sullivan is losing at the moment to Bingham. Okay, okay, so at this point, what I want is... I'm kind of torn between having... Nah, Perrin's already going to know the rebels. Like, he's already infiltrated into them. Okay. Delilah is surprised when Perrin greets the two newcomers who are bickering over the amount of explosives used. There is an alarm from above. The break-in has been discovered. Delilah and Perrin follow the other two through back through with leaving throw off dogs, and they emerge in the Undercity. They emerge into the Undercity, the Rathskeller. It is here that Delilah is formally introduced to the rebellion. Okay, they'll need a bit more work, but I like that. Okay, Act 2. I'm just going to put a few chapters in. Day. This is me just like brainstorming quickly. She isn't happy and for indebting herself. When Delilah says what she's done. Okay. I'll talk more in a bit. In a few minutes. I'm just trying to get a vague outline. I'm just not sure about this middle bit. Hold on. Okay. Story so far. Chat. Full novel outline. Opus. Neat outline for this story. And have just reached the section crossing the threshold. Can you help me to continue this story by asking me questions to help complete the hero's journey? Particularly the next section. This section is defined as the following. Let's focus on full novel context, opus, sweet. More? It's taking its sweet time. Okay. This is a lot of questions to answer. Okay, let's get started. Right. Stuart Bingham, that's it. Okay. Who are some potential? What are some of the initial changes? Okay, and then now I need to make sure that my characters tag and I'm also going to get rid of some of the references of characters that we're not really using. Okay. Let's see how the AI does with all of that. Okay. And then I think I'll go with like, I will choose these answers. Please format this into chapters for me. These suggestions are great. Please now format these into chapters, building from okay, let's see. Rude. This better not be charging me each time. Oh my god. Okay, no, it has done it. Okay. Alright, well let's go into the plan interface, chats, pin this chat. Oh my god, it's still going, wow. Okay. View media. Have you grabbed some lunch space? Heron versus contrasting views of what the Archon is. Okay, I like that. If I eat lunch, I mean, you could just have a really late dinner, like if you're already off schedule, like unless you're gonna have an early dinner, because it depends on what time you're eating dinner. Or if you're having dinner and then like second dinner. Like, you know, you could go all Hobbit on us. Perhaps. I do want to kind of like expand on this, but yeah. We will see, we will see, we will see. Okay, though, if this is going to happen in a cathedral party, her get information about her parents. Again, I'll look at that. I'll edit bits, I think. Like, this is kind of getting just like the basic chapters. I think if I can get like the basic outline done, then I can kind of take that and next session, because I think yeah, I'm not going to get this finished today, so I think on Friday, to test the stream for Saturday, I will spend some time finishing this so that then I can kind of go through the subplots and stuff. So you pin the chat by, so if you go into like anything, so like go chats on the sidebar, select a chat, and then up here is the pin button. And you can also do that for snippets or for Codex entries. And it's kind of a way you could also, like, if you did any kit bashing and stuff, you could have a snippet with some of your text in, plop that to one side, and it's kind of split screeny. Okay. I feel like I want something more with this party. I'm not sure if I want... She's a happy birthday, Tyler. Okay. Okay. So I do need some other mission. Okay, I'm gonna ask. Okay. Let's take chapter 5. Let's take the chapter. What what else might happen during that party that Delilah would witness, take part in? Perhaps she was looking for any information on her parents too. Let's brainstorm some ideas. Oh. Okay, I like the idea of maybe she asks Petra because Petra like, ooh, okay. Why is it being such a knobwit? Over here's over a long distance. Okay. Interrupted by other guests. Delilah is shocked at how extravagant at the opulent decorations in in gemstones. Lent. Taking a break outside, she encounters Petra, who takes an interest in Delilah. Petra, that she Perrin arrives. Interrupts her. Perrin reveals he got the object that he got the key he needed to by pickpocketing Gaius. Delilah and Perrin get close. Ooh, okay. Maybe they are planning... Ooh, maybe they're planning a breakout. Yeah. The two are planning and whether to rescue their leader from jail first or not. Okay. That might end up being more than one chapter, but we'll work on that after. Delilah and with accusations being levied at Demos for treason. Delilah goes to confess, but Nicodemus silences her and takes the blame himself. Delilah is furious seeing him taken away. Comes across Petra. Not Petra. What's her name? Ah, damn it. Zora. Watching it, realizes that Zora has snitched. Does she do anything? Does Delilah hurt Zora? Does Delilah do that? I do not know. Does Delilah hurt Zora? I'll just ask. Okay, select AI, general purpose, opus, context, full novel outline. Please help me brainstorm the next 3 chapters. This will involve Delilah and the other rebels, so Kiara, Drew, Harkin, Kios, Oren, etc. Or is Oren there? No, Oren's the leader, I think. Undergoing, preparing for and carrying out the rescue of Oren from jail. They are successful, but at a cost. I wonder if the cost has something to do with Nicodemus. Worth a thought. Okay. There's stuff there that I'm happy with. I might get it to rewrite bits. Let's let the AI do some lifting here. Okay. These are great. But let's make a few tweaks. 1. Let's cut out training and have a different event occur in chapter 16. We've already had all their training montage. Please brainstorm 5 other potential obstacles. Kira to be harsher in this scene. Threaten a guard with a weapon to open the door and free Oren. Delilah is horrified at seeing this side to her sister. Yeah, I think to be free. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling this. Ooh. 1, 3, Bingham. Oh. I think Chiron is 4 or 3, 1. Okay, really? What is going on with Opus right now? Like, dudes, I'm like literally giving you money here to do these. Okay. Thank you. Maybe it's because of this. Yeah. Oh my god, it's mentioned the cipher. Okay. Oh, I forgot about the cipher from the library. Oh my god, the AI has better memory than me. Okay. Okay, now I'm excited. Um, Forcing the rebels' hands. I like that. Um, okay. I'm excited. Yay. Plan, pin. So I go click on the thing in the top corner, pin, close, scroll all the way to the bottom. Put this in. Okay, so in the rebel hideout, the group is in the midst of planning Orin's rescue when unexpected visitor arrives, Petra the Entertainer, bringing crucial information that the Archon plans to transfer Orin to a high security facility in the Icelands. This forced the rebels to meanwhile at home, hinting at a larger conspiracy in the existence of other cities to protect her family's legacy. She confides in Perrin. Bad move. Cool. Okay. I like that. Um, okay. Okay, let's work on the flow for chapter 18 a little more. At the end of chapter 17, Jyla and Kira realize that information of the rescue plan has been leaked. And so they how does this, given this, rewrite chapter 18 to flow from the end of chapter 17, but keeping the same essence. If you want me to put in certain bits of the chats, like let me know if you want certain chats popped into the Notion document. If not, I'll put the entire summary in the doc at the end of this session, and then again at the end of next session. Oh wow, this is giving me like a full ass story. Not quite what I intended, but sure. Bit long. Okay, let's go through this and I'm gonna go with Kira. Oh, although no, let's keep it as it was. I might change it from Oren to someone else, but like then it's kind of like mission is a failure. Okay, I'm gonna take hey, how many of you are still there? I'm just chatting to myself, I guess, but yeah, how many of you are still here listening, you know? Are you writing? Am I your co-writer for the day? Or co-worker? Yay, hello Emery. I'm glad someone is still here. Wait. Maybe Kios, I guess if he's, although Oren is. Maybe, oh, maybe instead of, oh my God, two Michaels. It's like you have one Michael and two arrive at once. And hello Nakua and Dave. Um, oh nice. What stories are you all like? What projects are you working on in Novelcrafter? Everyone who is here and chilling. Um, I'll give you a little. I have many projects I am working on right now. There is there is some that I've kind of got in my head and haven't got around to writing to. So The Eternal Throne, a young adult novel. The Voice on the Fire, which is a story I started brainstorming based purely on the title. A fan fiction of my own story. The Magical Detectives that was my first live stream. My cozy mystery. The Wolf in Red, which I'm kind of working on partially to make into a serial. Um, Canary, which is like my Barbie that I've been working on for ages. My D&D adventures. Some test novels. My Greek romance series, and then this one, Only Dogs Left, which working title. Emery says, I introduced some world breaking tech when I was editing my first draft. Now I'm reconfiguring some characters, plot things to fix what I broke. Yeah, technology can like really make a difference in things, and you're like, oh damn it, that's too powerful. um, okay, let's change it to Oren to. Was it Creed? Creel. Oh my God, what if it's Gaius Piers? Um, Pulls Delilah and Oren away. So yeah, maybe Delilah, Creel. Hello, Paul. Oh my Dave, I'm similar to yourself. Too many different projects. Enjoying plotting a story about a dream jumping teenage girl at the moment. Nice. Yeah, no, I have ideas, and then like I like plotting. I have lots of books I've plotted. Um, and yeah, no, I'm trying to like resist working. I mean, other than the stuff that I do for these live streams, I'm trying to resist working on the next story until I've finished the one I'm on. Easier said than done, but I did promise to publish it in August, and that's getting nearer and nearer and nearer, so I'm terrified. um, AI Rider, I have 5 projects, but only now working on one mainly. I think that's a good way of doing it, like having one and keeping it in your head. Like, I have like my one that I'm doing, and then there's this one that I'm kind of, I'm doing for the stream and to kind of like educate and stuff. So, although I am actually really enjoying this story, it's fun to concept and write. Okay. Let's add a new act. So the rebels pick up the pieces. They get the key information that Oren had. Okay, so I'm thinking now at this point I need to where is they learn that or well, so I think I did like my first draft of courting in about a month. However, that was like very much novella land, so it was about 40,000 words. And I then spent another month, and then my second draft was probably about like 65, 70,000. So it kind of, so say 2 months for like a full length, but I was doing a lot of writing at the time. So it depends on how long you can spend, how much time you can spend in a day. So like hours wise, it probably is a lot more than 2 months sounds like. But on the other hand, like, so it all depends on what time you can give to it. But I think, yeah, it did take me about 2 months to get a draft that I was reasonably happy with. And then it was a matter of kind of rewriting bits and pieces and cutting things out and then re-adding them in, but different, and yeah. Oren was on a mission to gather okay, need to work out. So I'm gonna include a note to myself for, because it's 4:30, so I'll do a little bit more, but then go. But notes for next time. Work out what the Archon's plans were so that I can work out what information Oren had found. Was the protest a distraction? When the plans turn much more violent than she expected, she finds she cannot deal with it. Leaves. She can't. Oh. She goes to Perrins. She goes to Perrins. She can't go back home, so she struggles. Oh, someone just commented on the Discord that they love it that my husband always comes with a drink midstream, and it's tragic because he hasn't done it this time because he's at work. So, sad face. I had to go and get my own drink. Can't go back home, so she goes to Perrins. Ooh, maybe this is the point where, like... Oh, we have still that section. Okay. Okay, the road back. Um... Much time to stop the bombing. Okay, I'm gonna end it here, and then I'm gonna focus on stage 3, the return, next time. I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that works. Like, I think this is kind of getting... I've got a lot done. Well, I only had the first 3 chapters done before, but now I've got like 19. I'm very happy with how it's progressing. And like, there are definitely things I still need to like develop. For example, like how the prison is, the streets, rebel hideout. There's a lot of locations, but I think kind of plot-wise, I'm fairly happy with how this is. So I'm going to copy all of the... I'm fairly happy with how this is going. My plan is to finish this off on Friday. Probably be similar. It'd probably be a little bit earlier than today. It depends. But kind of those times-ish. But yeah. But I hope you found that valuable and enjoy watching. I'll stick the Notion on the summary, but if it's not there, it's just the same as from the main live. And I will see you all on Friday, where I will finish the plot and you'll get to see how I prepare for a live stream, and the stuff that I do. But yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye! And end.